everyone, Ariel here. We're going to be talking about sharing essential oils with others. Maybe you've been using essential oils for a couple days, or maybe weeks, or a few months, or maybe even a few years, and you're just loving what you're experiencing, and you want to tell everyone, even the construction workers next door. You want to run over there and say, did you know that you could put deep blue or ice blue on your shoulders and after work and you'll feel great, or you can even do it before work. You could do that. You could run over next door and tell them that. But you're not sure exactly how to do that and not seem really weird, or you think you're weird and awkward. Been there. So we're going to give you a couple of examples to think about for the next time you want to share an oil and you're feeling a little bit of anxious feelings. There's an oil for that too. But first, here are these tips. First scenario I'd love for you to imagine with me. You're in your home, you've invited a friend over, they're sitting down on your couch, you're catching up, and you notice that they are visibly thirsty, like parched, and they're thinking, oh gosh, they're maybe even saying, my throat is so dry, I am parched. And you're sitting there with a cup of water on the table and a water pitcher, and you're thinking, well, I've got some water here, and I love to use water. It really helps me when I'm thirsty. Even my family loves the water, and I mean, we always have it in our house, and it really helps to support us feeling hydrated. And yeah, but oh gosh, I just don't know. I don't want my friend to think they use water in their family. How weird is that? What are they going to think of me? We don't like being in those kinds of situations, right? So maybe you're laughing because that's a pretty ridiculous example, that we wouldn't just give somebody a glass of water and be like, oh, here, gosh, you look parched. Help yourself. Okay, so scenario number 2. Maybe you're out and about with your family. Could be summertime, something like this. And you are there and somebody falls. Maybe it's a kid that they fall and they've scraped their knee and they're bleeding. And it's like a whole big thing. And the kid's mom is frantically looking through her bag. Bottomless black holes. You can never find anything that you need when you need it. She can't find a Band-Aid or a plaster in there. So what do? You are prepared. You've got a Band-Aid in your bag. You pull it out and you're like, oh, I've got a Band-Aid. But right before you offer it to them, you're thinking, oh, wait a second. Would that be weird if I give her a Band-Aid for her kid whose knee is cut and bleeding? I don't want to look so weird. I don't want to feel awkward and uncomfortable. Maybe you know the person, maybe you don't know the person. I don't want to look weird though. But in those kinds of situations, you would probably just give them a Band-Aid and that would be the end of it. So scenario number 3. There's a new restaurant in town. And you and your partner, significant other, go and try it out. You've had a reservation, and you go there, and it's wonderful. The food is great. The service is impeccable. The ambiance is just out of this world. It's great. There's no loud noises there. And then, what do? You go home. You go on Facebook, and you're just writing this amazing post with all these cute little heart icons and food icons, and the cake was delicious. It had this caramel sauce on it that was amazing. Everyone, go try this restaurant. Or you're texting your best friend and saying, we totally have to go there next week to catch up. It was fantastic. Totally normal to share. Or you go to a store and there's a massive sale on, I don't know, diapers if you're a mom. Maybe that's something that's relevant to you. Or I don't know, what else do we use all the time? Something. You can fill in the blank there. Something that you absolutely love and you know that all of your friends would be thrilled if there was a massive sale on. You're going to text them and say, hey, I saw this amazing sale. I just got 50 million cans of tomato sauce for $3. You know, something ridiculous like that. Anyways, you get the picture. You're going to share that, right? So maybe we've noticed that when we're sharing essential oils or maybe something else in our house that we kind of, oh, I'm feeling a little bit shy right now. Well, the next time you feel nervous about about sharing essential oils with others, you can remember these examples and maybe you'll laugh and you'll think, oh yeah, okay, I don't have to be so nervous about this. This is normal. I'm sharing something from my heart with other people and I'm actually caring about them. So an example of how it might look if you're sharing with someone, you can see that they're experiencing some kind of respiratory discomfort and you might say to them, oh, I see you're having a lot of trouble with supporting your respiratory system. That's really, I've been there. Whenever I feel like that, I use these amazing Breathe or Easy Air drops, and I love them. Would you like to try one? And you can offer it to them, and most people are open to it if they've heard that you've also had an experience like that. And it's up to them if they want to say yes or say no, and both are fine. But our responsibility and our choice really is a choice is when we have this knowledge, we have these tools that we can share them with other people and we can be authentic about it and we can be ourselves. So as you practice this more and more, maybe you do it in front of the mirror a couple times before you actually give it to one of your friends, or just trial and error in real life, just going around and giving your friends samples and things like this, or whenever it comes up in conversation, you'll start to get a feel for what feels comfortable for you. And it's really exciting. So just remember, as always, share from the heart and stay tuned for the next steps of sharing in the upcoming videos.